It's a beautiful day, let's go outside and play.
Absolutely nothing could ruin such a lovely day. Absolutely nothing. Okay, you stop. Okay, you stop. No. You can stop. No, you can just stop. You can. That will make an awesome TV show.
And so on that day, Achan Nanchan's Challenges of Fire 1 million yen if you can do this, the TV show, was born. I honestly wish I had the imagination to make this bollocks up, but there you go. I'll never be Chad Kruger.
Ladies fucking shit. Cause we all just wanna be rock stars. Challenges of Fire 1 million yen if you can do this.
And this was a Japanese TV show about contestants literally doing whatever to make money. On initial investigation, I found absolutely nothing about the show apart from that it ran from 1995 to 2000, but a quick look on a Google translated wiki article showed me a lot more than I bargained for. Unfortunately, I couldn't find literally anything else about this show, including images, so you just have to take my word for it. But as far as I could discover, this was a pretty popular show with many different embarrassing things for people to do for that desperate cry for fame on TV and a chance to win bank. And just for a few examples, you'd see contestants kissing underwater for 1 minute and 30 seconds while wearing uniforms, playing a giant floor keyboard to popular tunes, reenacting famous stage play scenes, and I quote, impeccably, singing karaoke without looking at any lyrics to a song nobody knows, again, impeccably, catching a fish in a crowd of other fish, then letting the fish go and catching the exact same fish afterwards, turning your dad into a supermodel, making children date, and having a little boy convince a girl to let him escort her to the prize money. I mean, to be fair, this is most probably poor translation of the Japanese wiki page, linked below in the description, but from what we've seen the Japanese are capable of, none of these would actually surprise me. Regardless, as such, one of the most popular games from this show was one literally called and translated to Irritating Stick.
Seriously.
And in that game, the players had to move a metal rod through a maze without touching the edges, otherwise they'd get an electric shock, all while a loud Japanese commentator shouted at them in a deliberate ploy to get them hurt. Okay. Forcing children to date is one thing, but electric shocks? Was there anything these people wouldn't do for money? Christ on a bike. And someone somewhere thought that this would be perfect for electronic video game adaptation. And I suppose they were actually right, because this game quickly released to worst game of all time.
So let's just hope you're all ready to be irritated today, because right here, right now, we're playing Irritating Stick. Seriously. Is it a game about a penis?
Well, you know what? It might as well be. A big, flaccid peenie. If there's one thing you can give credit for with Irritating Stick, is that it delivers exactly what it promises. An irritating game about a stick. What you do in this game is move a stick in between white lines, and then you...
No, there's nothing else.
Touch something and you explode. Much like an actual peenie.
Sorry, the dick jokes are now going to stop. I'm above that, I'm sorry. But this game drove me to it, I mean, look at it!
This has been the hardest game I've ever had to talk about to date. Do you think I'm skimping out of anything here? Because I'm not. If I told you you had to play a PS1 game in which you use the directional buttons to move an icon through walls without touching them and that's it, that's the whole game, what exactly would you say? Because that's literally all there is to it. Sure, there are different kinds of challenges with varying degrees of traps, difficult sections, obstacles, and other cheap bullshittery, but the entire game is just this. Move a stick in between walls. I hope I don't sound too irritating when I keep repeating myself over the fact that literally this whole game called Irritating Stick is about moving a stick through walls, otherwise violently implode and probably lose your hand. And what's more exceptional than the premise and the fact that you have to use the D-pad, yes, even in tricky shitty parts with tight corners, slightly off 45-degree diagonal parts and loop-to-loop flip-flop flying in an airplane parts because turning on the analog control turns the game into an oversensitive mess that slips all over the place, is the fact that they tried to make it out to be the most epic thing you've ever played.
Welcome to Irritating Stick.
Seriously.
And listen to the music. And my god, this announcer, he repeats the same shit to throw you off, shouts absolutely everything at you, and does his best to make the blandest of situations interesting to be fair, but my god, shut up!
Here come the 3 windmills. 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 Watch out! You're too close to the edge!
Yes, I know I'm too close to the edge. When am I never too close to the edge? That's the whole point of this game, god! And doesn't this intro demo immediately sell you to this game?
Well, fuck me, Irritating Stick. I want to buy you now. Take me money.